My name is Danielle Metz. I am in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm a native of New Orleans. I was sentenced to 3 life sentences plus 20 years in 1993. I returned home in 2016. I was the last woman that President Obama granted clemency to. When you're incarcerated and things like this happen on the outside, you don't know where your family is. And a hurricane is having a loss for both people lose. We lose, it's losses for everyone. But the people on the outside, it's like a double loss for them because they don't know where their families are. When I was incarcerated, Hurricane Katrina, I was in there during Hurricane Katrina, and I was frantic because I didn't know where my mom was. There was this place we didn't have anywhere to call to say, well, okay, everybody from uptown, they're going to be situated in Austin, Texas. I didn't know what was going on, and that went on for 4 months, and I couldn't locate my family for a long time. And one incident, I happened to see my niece on CNN because she was separated from my family, and some kind of way they got connected. So, but it was very devastating for me. And when you don't have anything in place, it's like, it's really just horrible. It's something that really just is trauma for you, on top of whatever else you're going through. When you're incarcerated and something like this happens, it feels like you don't matter, like you're not human, and I think what the government needs to realize that those people that are incarcerated, they're human beings, and really you're putting us in human bondage. So I think it calls for a place like, it calls for compassionate release. Our society needs to be more compassionate to those that are incarcerated. And that is why compassionate release needs to come into play, especially because they have a lot of sick, ill people in there. I stayed in there myself for 23 years, and I've saw maybe 10 people die while incarcerated. Those that have been released under the CARES Act, they have been threatened to return to prison. And I think that in itself is something that we need to look at. If you allow them to come to society and walk the streets, why would you want to incarcerate them again, reincarcerate them out? I know people that have been in prison 27 years, 29 years, and now it's a possibility that they may go back. I am a community health worker here in New Orleans with the formerly incarcerated transition clinic, and I'm also the clemency director for the National Council for Incarcerated and Formerly Incarcerated Women and Girls, and we're on the ground every day fighting for them, and that I will amplify their voices, and that's what I'm going to do for them, that they're not forgotten.